Hello? Is this too loud for you guys? I haven't streamed in a while. Okay, I'm gonna turn up the music a bit, and then I'm gonna turn it down. There we go. That's more reasonable. Hello. Remember the days when we used to have viewers and you would have to fight for our attention? Those days are no more. It's just cozy friendship. Can you hear me scratching my beard? No, it's not loud enough? Okay. I should put my face on. Hello. Whoa. I'm appearing early so that people your voice is a bit quiet? Well, open your damn ears, you silly sausage. My voice can't be quiet. The music can be too loud. That's the only option, because my voice is at 100%. How are you doing? Some one-on-one time. It's sound. It's sooty. Soup. Oh, no typos? Don't worry. I need to think up like a stream time again so that we can start doing streams again. Maybe bi-weekly. Ursula's convinced she's ugly now, probably. It's been a while. I have to see my stupid face all the time. So I'm just waiting around for people to show up, but it is the critique stream. So people are gonna get criticized. Which is nerve-wracking for me. And them, I'd assume. So I think, like, only AZ is gonna be able to show up. Yeah, it's just a cozy little stream. I'll just hang out. I'm gonna just do a chill little live stream moment. TM. I'm early anyways, so I won't start until it's 3:30 in the morning. I can't hear you. You have to plug in a microphone. Nice little thingy. I think you wanted to go over the printer. Okay, I'm not helping you anymore then. Hello, long time no stream? Indeedly doodly. The last time we did a stream, I think I was doing it secret in the night. I need to get back to doing secret night streams. That was a good little jam. You see in Fado, he's very stressed out because he had his he had a bath. He got to go to the groomer and they shaved his entire little underbelly. And it is itchy, I think, from being shaved. And he's been losing his mind, the poor creature. No, I think you try now.
Can you hear me? Yes. Hello? Hi, everybody.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, God.
Oh, no. Too much, Ursula. Hello, hello. Wow. It sure is a stream we're doing.
Okay, good. Now
there we go.
We got Ursula.
Hello, everybody. Oh, Pigment's here. Okay.
Yeah, Pigment's here. Pigment. Okay. Mints for pigs.
Very good. Do you guys want to know what Bones called spring rolls?
No, don't tell them.
Okay, I won't.
No, it's fine. It's hilarious.
Okay, I'm telling them. So we get these like chicken spring roll type things. You just put in the oven, and Bones was like looking in our freezer and listing off food that we could eat. It was last night, I think. And he said we have French fries and chicken nuggies, Italian chicken nuggies. And then he went, "What are those called?" And because our minds are melded, I was able to understand that he meant the chicken spring rolls. So they are Italian chicken nuggets.
Yeah. Oh, I was laughing so hard before you showed up. So we have a cage that the cats eat in, right?
Mhm.
So they climbed into the bottom, ready for food, and there's like the levels, right?
Yeah.
So Lear, Miku, they clonked heads. They jumped and they clonked and they went
No.
and they like ragdoll curl flipped like GTA wasted. They
No.
plonk.
Babies.
It was so funny. At first, well, actually, it was one of those ones where, like, when it happened, I'm like, "Oh God, are you guys okay?" Because they like hit their head really hard into each other,
Oh.
but they were fine, and then I left.
Yeah.
Little idiots, right?
For real.
They were just really amped to get the food, and then Malthy like wanders in. Like she needs to be carried into the food cage.
Yes.
They eat food in a cage that has levels. We got the cage so that they can hang out on the balcony with us, but it also protects them from the dogs while they fill their little kitty gullets. Except Madoka, who's terrified of her own cage, decided, no, I'm okay in here, and has crawled in before and sampled from the bowls.
So rude.
Oh my goodness. Have I shown you my possum? I have a possum. I think I did show you the possum. I don't know.
It's a cute possum.
It's hanging out. Oh, you like my shirt? It says sometimes I think, then I forget, and it has a raccoon on it. It's the shirt I wear. I wore this last 2 weeks ago to my ADHD appointment. It's my ADHD coach shirt.
Yes.
When I got my ADHD coached. So handsome. Yeah, the possum is pretty handsome. Oh, I got an iPad, which I've been enjoying. But today, my iPad case arrived.
It's so good.
It's gorgeous. I
10
love
out of
it.
10.
Now I can open up your guys' like work. All fancy and official like. I was playing Kingdom and I lost my Kingdom.
Foolish.
I play way too much Kingdom.
Addicted.
Look, see? You can see my little text to speech app. Oh, it has a new voice. Here, I don't want to. Let's just do the opening, right? Everything. Okay.
Chapter 29. Des and Rory. CW. Ableism. Panic attacks.
Oh my.
Wait, I have it really fast.
He just sounds like the male voice for.
Chapter 29. Des and Rory. CW. Ableism. Panic attacks.
Stop.
No, stop.
The town square.
Spoilers.
Oh, God. Yeah, it changed. I was like flipping through the different ones because I don't have the one.
Hearing it out loud, no.
Don't worry.
Chapter 29. Des and Rory.
That's what it was doing
Oh my
earlier.
Little British.
I'll read the content warning.
Chapter 29. Desert Rory. CW. Ablism. Panic attacks.
Stop.
Rip me. Sorry, AC.
That's my experience of reading your work. Doesn't roll right.
Bing, bing. What are you doing to poor Easy?
I'm sorry. I'll stop. Unfortunately, you're the only one who sent me anything. Here, I'll find other stuff to listen to. Sorry, I'm just vibing. I hope I'm not upsetting anyone.
They're all very
Except
upset.
AZ, obviously, but I hope you weren't like. I'm early. Well, not anymore. Now it's just time to arrive. So I want to find Chole. No, I don't have Chole on here. I have Chris. Yes. Do 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 da pa do da. Sorry, I'm just bopping some of these bobs. I hope we don't get copyright claims. I think when you listen to music from video games, you're usually fine.
Yeah.
And we didn't get copyright strike last time.
Okay.
So.
That's a good sign. Hi, Isaac.
Oh my god, we could be missing out on an entire $1 of cash.
Oh my god. So
File.
upsetting.
How do you... Oh, pages. Ah, there we go. Oh my god, that's a lot of gigs. Okay, how do you... I was helping someone with their computer the other day. You know who, because I went to the place yesterday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That place, yeah.
Yeah, I went and they were trying to print something off and they opened up their iPad or iMac or whatever. What are they? MacBook. There we go. We got there in the end. But they opened it up and they had like a zillion things going and they were trying to take a screenshot of something so they could print it because it had DRM, right? So they were trying to take a screenshot, but every time, no image would appear. And they were like, oh, I guess they found a way to stop it. I'm like, I don't think so. I'm like, try and take a screenshot of something else. And yeah, nothing was working. And they're like, well, I don't know what's going on here. I'm like, I don't know either. You should restart your computer. And they did, and they fixed it. There was something weird going on with their toolbar, so I think there was some sort of program hazing on top of everything that she was taking pictures of. Anyways, yeah. New document loaded. Okay, the document should be loaded. Done. I loaded it, but I have a lot of trouble with voice stream.
What?
Oh my god, it's 9.5 hours.
Whoa.
What?
Juliet's adult life was one long, awkward date. The suitor DJ was John Dates. A desperate choice of your mother's code. Not even a
Why is it
Why is it Australian?
eviscerating the man's character. Traipsing about town in that audacious burgundy suit.
Oh my god.
But now it was all. No
Whoa.
doubt, but now it was all. Good family. Great
That
hair, merging
shaves an
assets, blah, blah,
hour.
blah. They were two places.
Now it's 6 hours
Serious.
long.
Dot was yet to discuss anything other than himself. Every word from his
Himself.
college, as if Juliet hadn't attended the same institution. The least he could
Okay,
do was talk about his
Catherine.
current affair, possibly
What's
hinted at-
Gordon sound like?
Into the murder or something, anything. She nodded long and spare longer as the waiter took off with her plate. It was looking like the worst case scenario. Many men would give
Scenario. Why is it defaulting to Australia? Stop.
Man, For a long time, I had Siri as the Australian voice, and then one day it switched back, and I was very upset.
My Siri is always male.
Mm-hmm.
It weirds people out.
I'm just so used to it because we always listen to stuff on your phone.
Yeah, it's true. Recently I got Tile T Webster's brush makeup pack for free. Sorry, I got so distracted on you guys. I was gonna... Well, with my ADHD coach, she's got... Basically, I pay someone a cool $100 in a bit to tell me to get my work done. So I finally opened up the edits on Avo. That's what I'm supposed to do this week.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
It's exciting.
Yeah. It's mostly like line edits and stuff, right?
Mhm.
And I was like, okay, it'll be like 9 hours to read the book. Just like, oh no. Though I don't think that's the hard part.
Hmm.
I have to skim through the edits. They might not be as big as I think they are. I could probably do them bit by bit. I don't know if I have to reread the novel now that I think about it.
Hmm.
My goal is to speed through everything so that I have the 2 weeks free and then I can feel bad about it. Because that's what happened last time is I got every single thing done on like the first 3 days.
And then just felt guilty.
Nah, I was vibing.
Good.
Oh, I love this song. It's such a little bop, but it's so quiet for you guys. But I guess that's kind of the point, right?
Yeah.
But I don't know. It always gets like really quiet. I just want to bop to it.
Beep boop bop.
Beep boop bop. I depend on my parents for audiobooks. Okay, now it's too loud, probably. There's a lot of free ones on YouTube. Yeah, there are a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Good evening. Okay, I'm sorry, Izzy. You showed up. I should...
Actually give feedback.
Yeah, we need to timestamp these for like the people who...
You should. I don't know how to... Oh, timestamp, not like do the chapters things. That
No,
people
the
do.
chapter, you just do the timestamp and put it in the description. That's how you do it.
Really?
Yep.
Jeez Louise, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's very simple.
My goodness.
You good? Okay, as long as I'm good, we're good.
Hi, Unripe. Welcome.
I have to remember what I read. I read it at so fast as speed in Italian. Wait. I don't know why, like, everything's Italian to me. I feel like it's the only, like, what is that, a nationality that my brain can think of.
Not even your own.
Yeah, just Italian.
Just Italian.
Yeah. So when I say Italian, I mean a specific nationality, okay? That isn't Italian. I don't mean yeah, you get me. Do you get me? It's called dyslexia. Look it up. If you can't find it, you probably have it. It's so hard to look up resources on dyslexia from other dyslexics.
Get that coin, Top Gun.
Coin that get. Gun top. Who's Gun Top?
Very good, Bones.
Wait, who's Top Gun?
They're called Call Me Top Gun 45.
Oh.
There you
Okay.
go. Sorry, I realized it might be hard to parse
Yeah.
because it starts with a C, and you're probably looking for a T.
T-Rex. Rawr.
All right now. Were you gonna start AZ's feedback?
It was.
Okay.
I was busy opening the thingy.
Oh, sorry.
I opened it on my little iPod.
Your little iPod Touch.
Yeah, my iPod Touch.
This is a dumb question. Do they still
My-
make iPods?
It's open. It wasn't open.
I've made the opposite mistake where I've been playing around with a water bottle and it was open and then I pour it all down my front.
Well, I've done the thing where I put it to my nose instead of... Was that on stream where I did that, where I poured it up my nose?
I don't know.
That was super painful. I'm just pouring Kool-Aid up my nose. Refreshing. It's Kool-Aid. It's blue Kool-Aid. Did you know blue Kool-Aid is red? What?
Whoa.
In whose mind?
Whomst.
Focus, Bones, focus. Right. Listen, I'm unmedicated. And by that I mean I don't have ADHD meds. I have other meds. I'm thoroughly medicated. I gotta get medicated on Monday. I'm gonna get stabbed. Okay. Easy. Okay. Welcome to the critique stream. My brethren. Critique stream is where the patrons get critiqued. And their art and writing and comics get critiqued by us. Today is the long form, but we also do short form, and that is not tomorrow, Saturday. Yeah, okay, it's on Saturday, and Ursula is held hostage to do that one.
Hell yeah.
So if you want to hold Ursula hostage, give us $8 Canadian. Is it Canadian? No, I think it's American. Okay, give us an American $8 to hold Ursula hostage and review your art. There we go. All right, there. So I read chapter 29 of Bones' version. I like to think that that's not like a description of it, like how you like remove all the stutters or anything. It's just that's just the name of your comics. It's Bones' version. It's a good name. Good working name. Man. Right. A lot happened. Yeah, that's my review. A lot happened. Which is cool and exciting. It was very eventful. Lots of events occurred. 'Cause most of them I liked. I just have to remember all of these ones. I liked the PTSD moment where he there's the carriage. I like that. That was a good scene. I enjoyed it, and I liked the character stuff involved in that, intertwined with action, and bring back our mean man. That one was tough to get down. Well, I liked it. It was good. It was good fun. Good fun. Yeah, that's how you would describe that. To go out to orchestrate the flow. Yeah, well, it works really good, so. And I liked the section where he was going in to get interviewed, and you had the part where you were like not wanting it to seem too hopeful, but I liked how hopeful it was, and how positive, and I felt so many positive vibes, and I was like, oh, finally some good stuff. And then you were like, I hope I don't make this too hopeful, and I'm like, well, I think you should keep it hopeful and dash our dreams, because that's the emotional journey that I think we need to take together here. I really would have liked to see the interview and see it fall apart. Took the hope out from under it. Yeah. Unless we did see the interview and I somehow like blanked entirely. I don't think I did though. I like the tension going on with like Dez's storyline too. And all of that coming together. Yeah, I only think it was too fast that you didn't really see the interview. I feel like that beat was needed. Didn't want to overload the chapter with drama. Yeah, I think it just feels like it's a necessary step towards building this up to the panic attack, because it does kind of, because having read your notes, like I could see like, okay, so the interview goes poorly, but I don't think I would have expected that otherwise, and I think I might have been a bit confused. Then it just seems like such a good scene to destroy all hope. And it would be a good bad vibe. Yeah, I feel like you just need the beat that leads up to the meltdown, because right now it just like starts with like anxiety, but then like yeah, because him describing it afterwards about not being able to talk, yeah, I think it's also just because it is such like, I think because it is something that was built up so much throughout the story so far, like they've kept talking about this interview, so it feels a bit it feels you feel a bit cheated for not having gotten to see it. Yeah. Cuz yeah, the meltdown and stuff is like a big important scene, but I think like yeah, the interview has been built up so much. Yeah. Skimming through. It's getting close to the end. Yeah, it is. It's so weird. What will we do with our life? Because I'm already excited for book 2. I'm like, what's going to happen? How does this continue? Who's going to be able to? Yeah. I think, like, the fun thing about comics is, like, you don't need to have a very completely solid arc. They kind of work like TV in that way, don't they? Where, like, you don't have to solve anything at the end of the season. You can just, like, just leave everything awful and be like, okay, please renew us. Yeah. Except you are in control of that. Just a script right now, haven't drawn it. Guys, don't show the webcomic. Yeah, it's just a script right now. And I don't like showing other people's, like, pages before they go to print. Be a bit gauche of me, wouldn't it? Do. Oh, this is Blue Archer. Love this bop. Such a bop.
It's a good bop.
Okay. Is there any questions you had for me? You forgot another scene. Okay. Thank you. Okay. So, Nat. I'm addressing Nat. What timestamp is... Someone timestamp this. Or... Someone let... Sorry.
My god. I'll keep track of the timestamps.
So, Nat, right. Oh, I can flip to it. Oh my god, my iPad makes me so happy. I was so excited to get it. Ursula surprised me. It showed up early. Do I get a story critique for the thumbnail? Just wondering. Oh. Let me see. I mean, I'm here. Oof. Oh, did you ask me up top and I missed it? I'm sorry. Because I didn't look over it. Oh my god, can you kill me?
No, I cannot.
Oh, okay, well,
Do you need something?
maybe like, I don't know. What do I need? I don't know what I need.
Okay.
I'll have to look over yours in a later bit. Mouse.
Maybe we could switch to me and circle back to you at the end?
Maybe. I don't know.
I don't know.
I'd have to listen to it out loud.
Right.
Anyways, I was gonna address Nat. It's good. I liked it. I think it was a good, like, I think this was like a good tense little scene. It's a very good got good emotions in it. There's a lot that built up to it. It leaves some good tension for moving forward. Yeah, I think that's really good. I liked all the battles and stuff. So wait. Oh my god, why does it do this? Oh my god. Okay, sorry. Google Drive didn't load the entire thing for me when I was reading it. So
Oh no.
so there's more to it that I have to look at real quick. Ursula, fill the silence.
Yeah. Now I have to check. I'm like, oh no, did it not load for me? I think I read the whole thing. Yeah. Do you want me to talk about my thoughts? Or
Well, don't you usually have a picture up?
yeah, it's better if I have the
Yeah, it's hard.
visual up.
It's hard to like describe it.
But yeah. I agree with the things Bones is
Yeah, that's good.
saying. I'm just quickly checking. I'm like, oh, did I miss a page? No, I got to the end. Okay. beautiful. Beauty.
I didn't miss much.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, okay. I didn't miss that much. Yeah. Yeah, like I think it's all very good. Um it's so hard keeping up with all the stories sometimes for me. Um I think like I like that the Echo Bird is having like payoff here. Like I think that's like a great way for all of this to come together and for there to be consequences for it and really challenge like her flaw as a character. Like I think that all works very well. Um it's a very natural conclusion or natural build-up or tension point or whatever for her flaw. Um and I think you did a good job like laying the groundwork with Orla. Is it Orla? Orla is the friend, right? With the ears. Yeah.
I'm like, wait, is it Orla or Oria? I can't remember. I'm so bad with names. Anyways, yeah.
Yeah, but like yeah, reading the book and then finding out like cuz like in the previous thing I was like, "Oh, what is that going to lead up to?" And now I understand. I think then that my main criticism would be that I didn't know all this stuff about the Echo Bird before Orla did. Is this the first time we're learning this backstory of the Echo Bird, or did I miss something earlier?
I think it's the first in-depth explanation, unless I'm forgetting, because, like, we've been reading this for so long.
Yeah. If it happened before and we've had the explanation before about the Echo Bird and how she's connected to it and how it like projects like her thoughts, like I think it's understandable that it does kind of like in practice, but I feel like this information needed to come like earlier. If it didn't, if it had a good explanation earlier and I just missed it, like ignore this entirely. This is you're doing perfect. Um, um, because like I understand, like it feels like it's like a big kind of reveal of the Echo Bird stuff, but I think that the reveal itself of all this information about the Echo Bird isn't as powerful for the scene as it would be to already know this and to have the consequences playing out with their like friendship and the ramifications of learning the information. Because it's sort of like how do I put this? Like Orla learning all this stuff is kind of like it's like a bit complicated, and like I feel like you would want to focus mostly on the relationship stuff in this scene rather than the relationship stuff and the explanation at the same time, because then the scene's doing like double duty and it's hard to be fully invested in either thing. I don't know if that makes sense, Ursula.
I think so.
Okay. Um Yeah. How do I submit a comic pitch for, or short story for Ice Page? Ice Page you. Challenge / account. Just asking. It should be, there should be like a submission form on the Tumblr page, the submission page. There'll be a link to like a Google thing. Oh, it's time to put the bird to bed, guys.
It's very important.
Put the bird to bed. Put the echo bird to bed. Sorry, I got distracted. Oh my god. Yeah. I feel like you could actually kind of separate it into two scenes. Like if we learned earlier, like in the scene before, we could flashback because there's like slight flashbacks to the Echo Bird stuff. Like I feel like if you just went a little in depth with that before this scene, then we could process the ramifications of Ayla or Orla learning about the bird. Oh no, the blood moon's coming, guys. Sorry, we gotta calm down. What's the opposite of calm down?
What?
Blood moon.
You gotta get ready. The green's coming.
Guys, batten down the hatches. Blood moon's on its way.
Oh god.
Things just got real intense. Stress out. Okay. Can you put a link in the description? Also, do you have an asexual actual say? I don't have a good list on hand about learning about asexuality. Just I don't know. I'm sorry.
Bones is overwhelmed.
I think there's like a link. If you just go onto our Discord, or if you go onto my Twitter, or if you go to the community post, there's a link to it. I believe in you. You can find it. Or you go to ispageyou.tumblr.com. And you don't put the emoji in the URL. You write the word spade.
Yes.
We're in weird times. Okay. I don't know if I have much else to say. I petered out mostly because I ran out of things to say.
Okay.
I don't want to leave.
You don't want to leave.
I'm
Can
fine.
review Mouth's submission on the fly.
Okay, let's review Mouth. Okay, Mouth is a wonderful person. They make good comics.
Yes.
They have pronouns that I forget. You safely go with they. I think it's he, him, right?
I believe so, but please correct us if we're wrong, Mouth.
No, I'm gonna.
You're gonna
look.
check?
Yeah, I'm gonna check their account. Yeah, it's he, him. Okay. They're a he, they. I think I for one think he, theys are underrated. I like their art. His art. He, hims. Yeah, he, hims are very, very good. Yeah. Very creative. Okay, I need to open up your... I hope I'm not annoying you. Bones has co-opted the stream.
I know he's
It's his
stolen.
now. I'm reading. This is my reading face.
I look really angry when I read. I'll just vamp while you read. Like, sometimes I'm reading and Bones thinks I'm like, I've gotten a horrible text from a family member or something. Oh no, vamping is harder than I thought it would be.
It's because you're not a vampire.
I know. I can't be so lucky.
Why is it so edgy? Oh, we've moved on to Deadlands. Okay.
What?
Don't worry about it.
What? Excuse me. I don't understand him. He plays too much Kingdom.
I like that you wrote reviled instead of revealed.
Yes.
I'm sorry, I'm not making fun of you. I just think that's cute.
It was just a good typo.
It's a very good type.
I like this very much. Compliments all around. Bless.
I was gonna say this is cute, but then it went elsewhere. I like it. It's good.
Great. Critique done.
I don't know. It's pretty. I don't know what it is. Is it like part of a longer thing or is it a short comic? If it's a short comic, it's also good. I think it works good for both.
Well, heck.
Yeah, I just think it's good. It's got good pace. I like your thumbnails. They're very not over rendered. That's really good.
10 out of 10.
Yeah. It's cute. I love it. It's a short? Yeah, that's a really good short. I don't have much criticism. Yeah, no, it's just a good short. I'm sure Ursula can come up with great stuff to say.
Thank you.
Okay,
I'll try my best.
I should let Ursula do her job, okay? And she can finally hear what I'm hearing in my ears.
On the way over. I'll be there in a moment, everybody. Oh no. Oh, I wish I was that cute. Hello, it is I, Ursula. I'm gonna critique your work.
Hi,
Oh.
guys. Why would you kill the possum?
I didn't kill him, he played dead.
Oh, okay.
He
Sorry.
played dead, don't worry.
Possums do that.
Hello. Oh my god, the camera's so low down, I have to hunch over.
Oh, you can just move it in the... I just move it in the app now.
Oh, that's a great idea, so that we're not messing with our physical setup.
Yeah, I always do that
Okay.
before therapy. I, like, center myself.
Oh, that's lovely. Okay. I will be centered and calm. Okay.
I know,
Hello.
the simple solutions.
Could never be me.
Simple? No.
Simple? Simple way to solve a problem? No, I have to recreate the wheel. Discord, that's what I need open.
I'm howling at the moon. You hearing the music I chose?
Hmm.
It's very creepy right now.
It's nice. It's nice.
You missed it when it became the blood moon.
Oh, that's what you're talking. I was like, the heck?
Can you add a timestamp for when the blood moon occurs?
Sure.
Thank you. It's very
I will.
important.
Blood moon begins.
We got AZ's critique. We got stream starts, AZ's critique, Nat's critique, Mouth's critique. Wait, blood moon. Mouth critique. Critique of Mouth's story. Yeah.
Oh dear. Okay, I have to figure out.
You ever get?
Oh shoot, it worked. Okay, awesome.
I even
Alright.
I even kicked out the little incognito chat for you.
Oh, bless you. Thank you.
I didn't know how to set it up, but I did make one for you.
Thank you. Let me get her already.
he's howling at them. He's so cute.
That it?
He's
That's
so
it.
cute.
Yeah.
He's such a cute little gumdrop.
I'm so happy with you, Bones. You set up the stream so good.
Yeah, it's because I do secret lone time streams.
I know.
I'm a streamer.
I'm not allowed to watch. It's
Yeah.
illegal. Okay. Hi, everybody. So
No
yeah.
girls allowed.
So Nat, we're continuing your critique. So, Nat. I agree with the stuff Bone said about the story. He's usually right about story stuff. He's good
Wow.
at writing. Anyways, so yeah, so I think as usual, your work was very nice and well done and very good. And I like it a lot. You do lots of good dynamic paneling. You did a really good job with like showing the emotion and showing like there's lots of great just back and forth between the characters. Like visually, it's really nice. That goes along with this like combative thing that like Orla's doing, and then like Aaliyah kind of like losing her mind a little bit. It's really nice. Just visually, you did a really good job with like showing that. And yeah, lots of just really nice dynamic paneling. It's changed up quite a bit, like on each page. You always do a good job with that, so that's great. You're doing good. The one place where I found myself confused. So it's this point where they fight. Well, Orla fights. Aaliyah doesn't really fight back, but anyways, where she gets blasted through the window and outside. So when I was reading it, I got confused by that. And I think it's just because we're missing the transition between the scenes. Like, there's not an establishing shot of the new location until like several kind of pages into being in the new setting. Because like you go from here where she gets hit, and during this part of the fight, I think you do a good job with like where the characters are blocked, and like it follows the 180 rule really well, and like it's easy to follow. But once she gets hit here, and she goes crashing through the window, the very next panel is like Orla looking out through like the cracked wall, and then we see Aaliyah on the ground, and then finally we get an establishing shot of like they're in a different spot. So like when I was reading it the first time, I got confused. I thought somehow like, because the only other establishing shot we'd seen of the wider room, at least in this like page block you've given us, was like the staircase and like the people approaching and taking photos and stuff. So I assumed that she'd somehow gotten like turned around and thrown into there. Like I didn't realize she'd been thrown through the wall. So yeah, so I think what you could do really easily is just add a little panel of like showing Aaliyah flying from the broken window into this new setting before you get into the action. I think that would help a lot with like clarity of that kind of transition of setting. And I also think this page in particular, where she's like hitting into the window, I feel like it just needs more like space, because it like it's such a shocking moment that she gets hit and goes flying through, and then it sets the emotional kind of stage of like this scene where like everything's gone wrong. So I think like you need to break up these like first couple panels where she like misses and then reloads and shoots again, like maybe that needs to be broken out more, or like this bit where she's like hitting the glass and like reaching out, maybe it needs to be like a splash page, or I'm not sure. It just needs more physical space to kind of give it more like visual weight, if that makes sense. But yeah, otherwise, like, really great work. Like I said, great emotionally. Yeah, very well paced. Yeah, I think that was my only big criticism. Yeah. Nat, so I know you're not here at the stream, but if you have questions afterward, please let me know. I'd be happy to answer any of your questions on the Discord. All right, who would like to go next? We could do Mouth. I could critique yours because Bones already did the story, and then we could end with Pigment's feedback. If folks are all right with that. I'm here. Okay, let's look over yours, Mouth. Okay.
Hi, I'm still here.
Hi, Bones. Yeah. So, So I think, so I agree with Bones. Like, it's got a good, like, it's a good amount of content for like a short comic. And I like how there's lots of like trial fail cycles where the character tries to do things and it doesn't work, and then there's a nice like kind of twist ending type thing. Really well done. And I think you do a good job, like, visually, explaining most of it. Like, I really like, especially this scene where like the girlfriend falls ill. Yeah, like, I really like how you have the panels that are like the same size and they repeat, and things just kind of like there's very small passage of time between them just to show like the really quick deterioration. I think that's really well done. And yeah, I also really like the kind of like echoes that you do, like with trying the one plant and then the two plants. It's just really nice the way you repeat it to kind of like, like, it's good, consistent visual form, and it works really well. I think the only thing I was kind of looking for, I'm not sure. There's something about the pacing of like the first like page or two and then the last page where I just wanted like a little bit more. I think I want like more panels from it. Like, I want a bit more information given visually. Like, because if we're looking at the first page, right? So I like how you establish like the girlfriend working in this big garden that they have. And I like how you do this kind of like close up from the girlfriend to the witch doing the research and stuff. I think I just want like more establishing shots of like the girlfriend inside the house doing research. And like, I think there just needs to be something. I think what's missing for me is like I guess like an explanation for like why the witch is reading about like the skin disease thing, the ashy disease, where like maybe with an establishing shot you could show some evidence, or I'm not sure. I'm not exactly sure what I want here. I think what I want is just more of an establishing shot at the beginning to just kind of set things up a little bit more, because you have very like a very small amount of time to give like some background information to like when they get to this point. And yeah, and I think you could do that very easily with like an establishing shot of like, even if you know the witch has like a pile of books beside them and it's a bunch of like I don't know, medical tomes or something, I don't know. Or something saying like showing they're worried about their partner or something. Just like a little touch here and there. And then yeah, pacing wise, everything else is good. And then the ending, I think I just wanted like a transitionary panel between like the witch saying the spell and then the tree happening. Even if it's just like a kind of panel. You might need a couple panels, but just something to show a bit of that transition between like the dead garden and the living garden. Where you show like you do a little bit, like you have this panel of like the spell and then the plant coming back, but even just like maybe you need a panel showing like the dead flower and then the living flower, just something like that, or maybe something showing like the progress of the tree growing. I think it just needs like something to transition it a little bit. Yeah, but otherwise, I think you do a really good job with like pacing and visuals, and like I said, good work with like the visual language and echoes and stuff. Do you have any questions about it, Mouth? I think you can do everything you set out in your script in these pages. You just might need to add in a couple panels here and there. FYI. Yeah. This music is so vibey. Oh my gosh, it's like not loading on my screen. Hold on, you've been saying stuff and I haven't read any of it.
Oh no! I started a new kingdom.
Good.
I started from the beginning. I want to do it in a single reign.
Oh heck. Okay, when the witch keeps doing the spell to spare her girlfriend, it sacrifices the flowers. Yep. It's only when the sacrifice the girlfriend herself, the garden comes to life. A lot of the time it feels like letting go of the person themselves. I wanted to finish explaining the story, but didn't want to interrupt the critique. No, you're good. She's reading about the skin disease because that's what her girlfriend has. Okay, so yeah. So I think that makes sense. I think it could just be because like this is the thumbnail version, but yeah, I think I just want to see like a bit of their history in some of the establishing shots, if that makes sense. Because the way you frame that first page, like it could be very different. It could be like someone could interpret it as like they just stumbled across this book and was like, whoa, that looks like what my girlfriend has. Or it could or if you leave evidence, you could show that like she's been working on this for a while because she's worried about her girlfriend. Does that make sense? Yes, that makes sense. Okay. Cool. Did you have any questions? Anything I didn't answer because I didn't see your comments earlier? I like the message of this story. It's very lovely. This is my first time writing a short comic and my first time writing one without words, so I was mostly worried about the legibility. No, I think it's very legible, and I think it works very well for having, like, no words. Like, you do a very good job of, like, establishing the, like, the visual language. I keep saying that. But, like, you're good at showing, like, this is what the magic does, and this is what the magic looks like with the speech bubble, and yeah, and I think you do a good job with, like, body language and tone and stuff. Other than that, I'll message if there's other questions. Awesome. I think you did a very good job. Yeah. Awesome. So our last one is Pigment. Let me get that open. Woo! All right. Hello. Boop, 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 boop. Okay. Here we go. Okay. So, yeah, so for this scene, I think it's well paced. Yeah, I think I know I've said it before, but I think you did a very good job with, like, keeping the blocking of the characters, like, very consistent. Like, I can always tell, like, where they are. I like a lot of the framing you do of, like, showing oh my gosh, I can't remember their names, the main character. Like, showing them as this, like, shield between the bad guys in this scene. Nyx, that's it. Yeah, between between the love interest and the bad guys in this scene. I think like, visually it's very powerful and well done. Yeah, and I think it's just, like, a nice little scene. And I also do enjoy the little bit at the end that's, like, foreshadowing some of the villain, the big bad, I guess, which is nice. Lydia, that's it. I'm sorry. She even says it, and I was just like, what's his name? Anyways, yeah. So I think good pacing, good blocking. The one thing I would say, I found some of the scale to be a little bit off between the characters and the background. It might be because some of these are still sketches where you might be like, when you get to the final page, you might be adding in more detail than what I see here. But I'm finding that, like, especially with, like, the dumpster, which honestly is, like, the only thing for, like, frame of reference for some of these panels and stuff, I find, like, everything just feels huge in comparison to the characters. Like, I know there's a bit of perspective going on this page, but it, like, Lydia feels really far away here, or very small, just in comparison to, like, the dumpster. And then even here, where it's a more kind of straight on shot, she still feels very, like, tiny compared to everything else. And, like, I know there's dumpsters that are big like that, but the scale just feels off, and it might help to have more objects in the background if you can show, like, I don't know, some like brickwork or boxes, or I'm trying to think, or pipes, I don't know what's in an alley. Because she's in a seated position, I was making her smaller. Yeah, that might be it. Because I feel like in this particular panel, just to like give you an idea for scale, I feel like the top of her head would come to the top of this, the dumpster here. And if it is like a larger dumpster, you might want to have it filling up more space in the alleyway, but that just depends on what your intention was there. Yeah, and the only... Oh my goodness. Oh, sorry. Yeah, and I noticed it here when they're fighting again in front of the dumpster. Though I suppose it would be a different one because they've moved forward and stuff. But anyways, I just find they're very small in comparison to it. I really like this page here where you show Nyx defending Lydia. It's really nice. I think you did a very good job with making it like very dynamic and using the perspective to make Nyx look like a big shield, if that makes sense. The other thing I would mention, I noticed in this a lot of, not in the beginning, but I find once the combat kicks off, everything feels very pulled out and very like flat on, if that makes sense, like camera wise. And that can be helpful for understanding the action in the scene. Like I like that we have these like full body shots where we can see like what is happening. I think it's very easy to understand like who's attacking who, where they are in relationship to each other. Yeah, I think you do a good job with that. But I find because everything is very much pulled out from the same angle and the same distance away from everything, it feels a little like stiff. Like I'd like to see, what would I like to see? So for example, like this like call out panel where you see like the fist coming towards the wolf character, like maybe make it bigger, just because as it is now, like the wolf in the first panel and the second and then the third and the fourth, like it's they're all relatively the same size, and it creates like a little bit of like too much repeat. Like I'd like to see more size variation. Like in this case, it depends on the page, but in this case, more size variation to create like a little bit more dynamicness and vary it up a little bit. Yeah, you could. Like you have to be careful because you don't want to confuse the reader about where everyone is. But you're pretty good at that, so it probably wouldn't be a problem. But yeah, but for example, like making this call out bigger might help with like creating some more kind of visual variance. Same with this, like maybe doing like the shot a little bit tighter and maybe focusing on the face more. This panel in particular, where the wolf is like racing towards Lydia, it might help to tilt it a little bit more, so we're seeing like either from behind the wolf or from behind Lydia, just and using that kind of like perspective size difference to create more emotion, I guess. Because if you say you switch this so that Lydia was in the background, it was facing her, she was smaller, and we just see like the back of the wolf kind of racing towards her, like you could show like Lydia's fear and maybe make her feel small and build some more tension of like, oh no, she's gonna get got. Or you could flip it the other way where we see like a silhouette or like foreground Lydia in the foreground, and then you show the wolf like racing forward. You could use that to highlight kind of how ferocious the wolf looks. You could use like Lydia's body language to show her like being scared. It depends on what you're trying to go for here. Yeah, and I think that just happens through a few of them where I find they get very similar. Yeah, there's the same shot for the most part. Like here where we see them from the side, and then here from the side, and then here from the side. The only very different one being here where Nyx grabs like this guy's fist. So yeah, just swapping that up a little bit here and there. It doesn't have to be like every panel, but just here and there can really help kind of make things feel more dynamic. And again, just be careful of that size thing, because right now all three of these panels, like they're all the same size, and then here it's very much the same size. So just make sure you're playing around with the size, whether it's the size of the panel or what you're showing in the panel, like how close the camera is, just to keep things feeling fresh, so it doesn't feel like repetitive. Yeah. Yeah, like I really liked this page. I think this was one where you did it really well, where you've got this nice dynamic shot of like the wolf running at Nyx. We get a nice reverse shot of Nyx reacting, and then we see the aftermath. And I don't mind these two being like very similar in size because it's very like immediate action right after. It kind of shows like the speed of things. And then we get a nice close-up of like the punch. So that works really well. You could possibly maybe like make the punch panel bigger or make this like top one bigger, but I don't think it's really necessary for this page. I think this is like a really good example of like what you could implement like elsewhere in this fight scene. But yeah, worked. It was good. I liked it. Yeah. I also really like this page. I really like this little panel where Nyx is helping Lydia. It's just really well drawn, and it's really sweet, and it's very like tender, and I like it. Yeah. Do you have any questions? Is there anything I didn't cover? Anything I'm missing? This music is getting so intense. And this is from the Deadlands soundtrack. And it's the one that I always think is the Blood Moon, but it's not the Blood Moon.
Ursula,
What?
do you want to do a kingdom campaign on stream?
Yes.
That'd be so fun. We should do a cursed Norse lands together.
Yes, let's do it.
Do you want to come back?
Well, I have to do.
Okay, you gotta finish your thing first.
Gotta finish answering questions for Pigment,
Okay, sorry.
and then you can come back and take over. Okay. Do you have any tips for sound effects? Yeah, sound effects can be difficult because you don't want to like overdo them, right? Actions make me struggle with what they sound like. Yeah, it is hard. Yeah, I like the use, how you used it here with the wheelchair falling and going like crash. I really like how you've added like overlap on top of the sound effect. It helps like integrate it into the panel really well, and I like how it's like kind of shaped like the impact site, if that makes sense. Yeah, so I think that's implemented really well. And crash is like a perfectly good sound effect for this moment. I think here, like with this slam, it's currently where you have the sound effects placed. It's out of the way of where the action is happening. So the actual like slam would be like here with the wolf's head and with Nyx's fist. So if I were you, you could. There's a few ways you could do it. You could, um, kind of make it like erupt, kind of from the impact. So it could be like slam, where it's like maybe smaller here and then gets like bigger into like a, I don't know, like a triangle kind of shape with slam. You could do, you could kind of follow the impact like you did with the crash earlier, or maybe you could have it kind of follow the curve of like um what am I thinking? Like if Nyx punched the ground and made a crater, like kind of follow that shape of like a crater. Um yeah, so there's a few ways you can do that. Um and as for like choosing sound effects, it is hard. It's up to your kind of personal preference. I've seen it where people will kind of write out like the onomatopoeia of it. Yeah, it depends. It depends. Things like slam definitely work, and like crash. Like if someone's typing, you could go like taka 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 tak type thing. It's hard because you don't want it to be cheesy, but you don't want it to be like I don't know. I feel you. It's definitely hard. Wham is a good one. Yeah, it's difficult. I guess I just got bored of slam and crash. Yeah, because you could use like yeah, because you could it depends on what's happening, because you could use like because let's go back to like the wolf being punched to the ground example. Like with this you could use slam, you could use like crunch, because like the wolf's head is being crunched on the ground. You could use like wham or womp or something like that. I'd stay away from like, well, I mean, whenever I think of like pow, I always think of like, I don't know, the old Batman series that was all cheesy and stuff. Yeah. I should look into that. I should look at my favorite comics that use like really good sound effects. I saw Pow and I was like, no. I know, there's some that are like, it's just overdone and cheesy, where you're like, oh, it would work, but Zoop. I can't do it. Zoop. No. No zooping. Yeah. I love zooping. Why no zooping? Fine, you can zoop. Yum, you're allowed to.
Whammy.
Whammy. Kapow. Kerchunk.
Kerchunk. Bloop.
Bonk. You can't use bonk. Unless someone's being bonked. You know? That's all I had. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for submitting. And to everybody who did that. You guys are strong. And we appreciate your support.
I have secrets to tell her slow when she logs off.
What are the secrets? Tell me now. Do you want to come back, or do you want me to log off?
Come back. Log off.
Log off?
Yeah.
Okay.
Quit streaming.
Okay, well, thank you all for coming. But I love bonking. Okay, you can bonk. You get one bonk. Yeah, thank you all for joining. If you yourself are interested in having your work critiqued by me and Bones, whether it's writing or art or comic pages or whatever the heck you want to send us, provided it follows the submission guidelines, yeah, you can sign up for our Patreon at the $8 tier, and we'll look at your stuff next month.
Make sure it's chaste.
Oh yes, it must be chaste. We are asexual and we don't do that stuff. But yeah, okay. Goodbye. I love you all. It's nice to be back. Mwah. Be good to yourselves. Goodbye.